feels unnecessarily strange and bizarre to be recording once again after I haven't been recording anything for quite some times, and it also feels weird not to sound as loud as freaking airplane because I caught cold one of these days and my voice, still hasn't recovered fully. So yeah, I cannot really shout. Plus I feel a bit embarrassed because my roommates probably hear everything I say on camera and they probably think I'm talking to myself and I'm schizophrenic and yeah, something like that. So I've been quite busy with my study and in the past 3 weeks with my midterm exams, to be more precise. And believe me mentioning my midterms exams is gonna be relevant for the topic of this video. So you know what, in this past weeks I've been listening to one song, the song by my favorite helluvaboss character, which is Octavia. I'm saying that she's my favorite character, and the song that I've been kind of obsessed with, is not I Will Be Okay, although this thing is my favorite song, which I listened to, I don't know, tens of thousands of times, pardon me. So that song, but I'm talking about another song from season 1, which thanks to the soundtrack finally being officially released, I got an opportunity to listen to, which I'm very grateful for. The song being My World Is Burning Down Around Me. And you know the whole reason why I'm recording this right now without script, without any preparation, wearing this kind of weird ass shirt, which I don't know I've been wearing since I was like 12 years old. I haven't grown since I was 12. I mean, my body still as small as it was before. So I've been listening to the song, and the song kind of evokes this very deep emotions that are kind of hard to describe. When it comes to mathematics and stuff, there are mathematical formulas, there are mathematical identities which you can use to simplify mathematical inequalities or expressions, whatever you do, algebra or calculus or trigonometry. But when it comes to art, when it comes to music, there is something that you cannot really put into simple formulas and then describe. So this song, My World Is Burning Down Around Me, once again, it just confirms how much I relate to Octavia. How when she sings that her world is burning down around her, that everything that surrounds her just some deep and dark despair. That is basically how I feel most of the time, Especially in the past 2 weeks, I moved from my parents' house to study computer science, and it was a very stressful experience. So about 2 months ago, I was in the car. We were driving to the airport. I was supposed to take a plane, which I obviously took a plane. And I was just listening to this song, and I felt like my normal world that I've been used to, that I lived in this kind of world. I lived in my parents' apartment since I was born. I lived my whole life with my parents in the apartment. I had everything, but I really had to change, to go to a different city, a different country, a different culture, and I had to navigate life for myself. And I really felt like my world was seriously burning, like there was fire around me, and I really couldn't do anything with this fire. And I was listening to this song, and I was feeling like Octavia is precisely the person who would get me. Like I felt through this song like she gets me. Like whatever I feel, she feels that thing as well. She feels that too. All her frustration or all her angst, our sources of frustration might be different, but it's still the same. It's the same feeling. I felt a bit hopeless as the airport was approaching. I felt a bit hopeless. I really wanted to turn back and not fly anywhere, which of course would have been a terrible decision. Recently I felt like my world was burning when I had a math test, and I had to solve this trigonometric thing. And the thing is, there was very simple trigonometric identity, which is sine 2 alpha, and I just forgot it. I had been preparing for this test for a week, and I forgot the most simplest trigonometric identity. Sine 2 alpha is, I forgot again. Sine 2 alpha is 2 sine alpha by cosine alpha. But I forgot again. In my test I wrote that it's cosine square alpha minus sine square alpha, which turned out is the identity of cosine 2 alpha, not sine 2 alpha. And I felt like a complete moron. And then once again I put on my headphones, and on my way back home I was listening to My World Is Burning Down Around Me. And strangely, this thing made me feel better. It made me feel better. It made me feel ecstatic, and these emotions, once again, you cannot describe it as functions or as formulas. It's just very pure human emotions that it's just really hard to describe. And her raspy voice, Barrett Wilbert Wheat, I still can't remember her raspy voice. She kind of pushed her voice sounds so raspy, so raw, like, yeah. And I feel like this voice gets me. This feeling like when someone or something gets you, and you can relate to something, when there are problems that the character faces, and you face the same problems and the same emotions and the same feelings. And this is such a fantastic feeling. And once again, it made me realize how much I relate to Octavia and how much I like her as a character. She is an ultimate character for me, someone who gives me a sense of comfort. I don't know, a sense of belonging. I know it sounds a bit weird, and I acknowledge that I'm a weird person on so many levels. I am not about to start arguing with that. If you say I'm weird, if you tell me I'm weird, well, I think that's only fair to say this about me. So I don't even know what else to say. Or when you go to your new college, and you think, well, finally I'm gonna talk to someone, I'm gonna make friends. And when you come and you see the people are talking to each other, people are communicating with each other, and you're just frozen there. You just cannot move. You cannot talk to someone. And when someone starts talking to you and someone wants to make friends with you, your reaction is to not reply, to go away, to disappear somewhere. You want to make friends with them, but you cannot initiate the first step. When someone initiates the first step, your first reaction is to run and hide. And this feeling when you cannot even connect to someone, it also made me feel like the world was burning around me. And once again, this song helped me. So on so many levels, like, Octavia's struggle with her family, with her emotions, it's dark, it's gruesome, but it's also beautiful in a way. It's beautiful in the sense that she goes through all this stuff and she still finds a way to express herself. She expresses herself through music, through song that she wrote in Sinsmith, I Will Be Okay, a fantastic song. So yeah, that's basically what I wanted to say. I don't know what's the point of all this, but thanks for sticking around and thanks for listening to me. I won't take more of your time now, and bye.